I thought I'd better do an update. I've calmed down, so that's good. I think I'm in shock because I've always been told I would be the last person who lives here and that I would get like 3 to 6 months notice before the owners want to start building. They've always said that. And like there's obviously a lot that I'm feeling right now, yeah. So I believe I manifested this house, which should therefore help me not fall apart. But I have a 3-bedroom, evaporative cooling, ducted heating, ceiling fans, undercover area and huge backyard, and I pay $100 a week. And it's wonderful because I do live on a disability. And I've known, obviously, that to get a house, even I reckon, is decent. This one's falling down around me. Like, I've had to have plumbing put out so many times. I just put the fucking vegetable garden in. Like, I knew that they were doing the evaluation. But you would think I would have been told that they've decided to sell. She hasn't actually told me anything. I found out this because of the freaking permit in the front yard, and I contacted her. And she won't give me any straight answers. But it's like, I know, like I've said, I'll say it calmer this way, like houses in the area I'm in that are like this, like not even as nice as this, truthfully, because I fucking love my home, are like 350 up. And that's alright when you're a working family. Doesn't change because I'm a single person on a disability. It's no sliding scale, you know. It's weird because in those moments where it's just so dark and there aren't words. They don't last as long, thankfully, but it's in those moments I don't know what to do, because I don't know if it's because I've worked for a crisis hotline. No, I'm pretty sure it can't have been there because I never liked calling them in the first place, and I think that's why I got the job as one, because I needed to see it from the other side, you know, and it's different. I figured I could help people. I paid $1,000 to do the training to work for a free job for free. So I definitely care. But I also trusted and believed my landlord when she promised me that I would get months in advance, so that this panic feeling wouldn't happen. Whereas her message is very clear in the sense of she doesn't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. It will be 60 days, and she can't give me any information. So effectively, I have to start looking, and that's cool. And I'm just obviously now, I guess, maybe seeing it from the other perspective, like I'm trying to do, which is go, okay, they weren't going to tell me, obviously. That makes me mad. But maybe it's because, you know, I've been looking on and off anyway, but like, no one in their right mind leaves a house that they love for $100 a week to move to one that's 4 times the amount if they don't have to, right? So I think that's a given. But again, I've known that this day would come. I think it was the fact that it's 60 days. Now, I understand from talking to Andrew, because I called him up, and I've also spoken to Grant, and I've fucking didn't make it through. I think I made it through most of the phone call with Andrew without crying too much, but poor Grant, on the other hand, just got the breakdown, and I was like, I can't do this, I can't talk, and just hung up. It's the pressure I don't deal with. Like, I have manifested everything that I've had happen in the sense of, again, I'm not going into a philosophical debate about determinism, free will, and fucking all the rest of it, but I do truly believe that everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to be or go. There's absolutely no reason why I'm not the most calmest, happiest, literally high vibrating, levitating off the floor, fucking high five dimensional being, because that is what I know to be true. But most of me is really broken, and I get told that I'm resilient and I'm strong, and I've been through all of this, and I know this. It's my life. I even said to my father last night, I don't know if this helps you at all, but like, as a soul, as a collective consciousness, as in like big fucking picture that we obviously can't see down here, and not talking about God, and I'm not talking about the devil, because I don't believe in heaven, and I sure as shit believe the hell's on earth. So it's our job to make this place right. And we're all sorts of fucked up. I think I'm just one of almost everyone that's broken. We're all broken. It's just we're all individually screwed, yeah? And that's not a fucking I'm being a horrible bitch. I'm just saying, as a matter of fact, that's what I think. Every single fucking one of us has got something that's made us some kind of fucked up or broken or whatever. Now my childhood was fucked. Fucked. I'm not going into detail about that crap, right? But it affects me. And again, like I said, my stepmother was like, children need to feel like they have a protector. Very true. I do not feel or have not felt like that in my entire life. I love my mother to pieces, but it's literally apparent. It's so right fucking there. I don't know how she can't literally see it, but every time I say to her, I'm just like you, she's so offended. Really think about that, how that would make me feel. I'm like my mum, which completely offends her. So, obviously, I have said before, I have a really I don't know my father as a father. I know my father as a nice man that I met when I was like 19, because the times before that are all sorts of screwed up. And I know I lived with him for a couple of months, and I've got literally one fucking memory from that day. Like that time, one memory, and however long I was there, and it was months, yeah? And to me that doesn't count, so to speak. I mean, it counts, but that's it. So from my point of view, this man that I met when I was 19 is biologically who I'm half of, yep, and I learn everything. We've got similarities in lots of ways, but I don't think of him as a dad because I've never had a dad. And there goes, I can't say, hey dad, because it just feels like a lie. And we all know how I feel about those. So, I know I'll be okay. What I don't know is when I'm going to learn to get from the fucking thing happening that triggers me to this point where I'm like, okay, yep, I've definitely had some weed and I've had 2 Valium, but I know I can do it without that shit. I just definitely obviously need the help right now. And I mean, I can do it without that shit because I did it in 2018. It's just a lot fucking harder, yeah? And my faith is strong. And I fully trust that this is where it gets confusing if you're not a philosopher. Every single thing that's happening, I believe, is happening. Like, time isn't linear; it's all on top of each other. You've really got to go real deep within yourself and within the consciousness to figure out what it is. Yeah, and most people are just surface, and that's cool because the world's fucked up. And if you really start thinking about the shit that I do, you want to think about killing myself as often as I do. And my stepmother asked me, what is it that makes you not do it? And I said it was my faith. Again, definitely not religious, but faith in the fact that I'm here for something that I don't truly understand. Faith that the universe will figure it out and look after me because it's pre-whatever. And again, I can hear every single argument coming in at every other different point of view, the wars, the rape, the beat, all of it. I can hear it, okay? It's a hell of a deep topic, so not one for now. But it's like, I can look at it two ways, I guess. In the, oh my god, I'm going to have a fucking heart attack, panic, crying, instantly needing to talk to someone, instantly needing help because I'm the victim, child, whatever it is, the needy, whoever, right? I do believe we all have two parts of us, probably more, some, but lower and higher is just the easier way to deal, right? High self, ego. And my inner brokenness is afraid. It's like every single possible worst case scenario can hit. And my rational, calm, higher self intuition, like the stillness I feel, and believe you me, you can feel two fucking things at once, guys. It's confusing as hell, yeah? It's sort of like, it's like this battle, I guess. Well, you know, fucking, I know I'm going to be okay, everything is okay, everything is literally okay, and at the same time as every single worst case scenario is flashing through my mind, at that, like, it's like two sides of the coin, I'm also seeing every single fucking thing that's happened to get me to here, and it's always rising higher, you know, like, I have nothing to be afraid of. Oh my god, absolutely worst possible fucking case scenario. I'd put absolutely everything in storage and whatever. You know, like there are so many different fucking scenarios, yeah? I mean, boss can sleep in the back of my car if it really got down to it, you know? I'm fine. It's that feeling of, oh my god, just, it's terror. It's really fucking me up, but I think this is happening, I guess, to get me through it. I know that the first time that permit thing went up, and I think I'd been here a year at that point. Yeah, everything happened during my sober year. So at least I know that it's not that. But like the same exact thing that's happened today, it happened then, yeah? Except, that's really weird, but legitimately exactly the same thing happened, so to speak. It's just that the people I contacted today were different to the people I contacted then. But not the first time a fucking permit's gone up. Not the first time I've been through this. This time it's definitely real, this selling. I understand that. You know, there's the big fucking part of me that's like, man, you know, I'm grateful I do believe everything happens for a reason because, you know, I haven't talked about the fact that when I was told I was permanently disabled, you know, that I was obviously insured and things like that. I don't have any of it. It's a whole story that I'm not even ready to start yet. But, like, I'd be able to buy the fucking house myself, so to speak, you know, and just sit in it the way it is if what happened then didn't happen, but it did. And, you know, I've made peace with it, as I've made peace with absolutely every single thing else in my life, because we don't want to act on the thoughts in my head here, guys. And it's like, everything will be okay. The universe always brings me somewhere to be, a home, whatever, however. I will manage, I will figure it out, I will pay, you know, fully abundant. I fully believe that I'm fully abundant, but like I said, sometimes in the moments of shock, let's face it, it's shock, yeah, like I was promised months of notice, and the fact that she won't answer my questions, and it's just, but, you know, it's been a fucking weird day. Yesterday, like I said, up at 5:55, but I was awake until I reckon midnight. I did wake up to wake up Rachel. Then I obviously fucked that up. But then I just slept, and the next thing I remember, I roll over, like I think I said this, and it was like 4:24. No, my bad, 11:24, and I was like, holy fuck, I got 6 minutes into my online meeting starts. And I, got through that, and that's when this happened, and it's 3:02 p.m. And so I'm obviously in my bedroom. I let my team know that this has happened. I've said unexpected news, blah, 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 literally explain the situation in a concise manner. I've told them it's affected me. It is affecting me. And I just need to sit with it. But we're meeting up on Tuesday, and most of what I've done is done. And we even said today, like the things that we're writing, the things that we're putting in place and all that, it's obviously we're not reading from scripts yet. It's just so we can practice and manage and figure out how our workshop's going to go. But yeah, that'll take me nothing. But I'm going to take their advice and obviously have full self-care. So yeah, I'm in my bedroom. I am going to find a movie, something funny, and I have put obviously the new, fucking real estate and whatnot on my phone. And I know that I have to start looking. Like I said, I'm not going to just take something for the sake of taking something. I would rather put my shit in storage and sleep in the back of my car. Worse things out there, guys. So, yeah, I'm calmer. I'm going to get more stoned. And I'm going to just be for the rest of the day. And at some point I will upload my therapy session and my feeding the snake, but it's just not at the top of my lists right now. Bye guys.